What's today, Hayes?
Today.
Day 4?
Day 4.
Vlogmas.
Vlogmas.
What do you got?
I got my scratch.
Your scratch paper?
Yeah.
Let me help you open it. Go ahead, you can talk to the camera.
Hi.
Tell them good morning and...
Today we're doing my scratch paper.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because I didn't do it last week.
We just bought it this weekend.
Yeah.
But you've had them before, right?
And it has little scratch and you have to follow.
You follow the lines.
Yeah.
Yep. This one anyway. Some of the other ones we've gotten were freeform, right?
Yeah. That one's freeform.
So this one is very sharp. It's a different kind of tool. It's a little sharper than your regular, the other tool, the wooden one. Go ahead and show everybody how you do it. You just scratch the lines.
It's too hard.
Oh, it's too hard. You can do it. Where's your little stick? Do you want your stick instead?
No.
Why not? There you go. Look at that. Good job. Alright, I'm gonna pause it and we'll come back later, okay?
Okay.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. This is more harder.
It's more harder. I'm sorry. Where's your number 4? There you go. Good. No. Push it in. Yeah. Ooh, a store?
Yeah.
Makes like part of a village?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Nice. Alright, Sissy's got a panda picture on hers today. She's looking super cute in her sweater and skirt. Or is it a dress?
It's a dress.
Hold on, do that again. Do it again. There we go. Oh, what do you got? Penguins. Cute. I think you did too, that they were blue. Blue and white. Cool. Alright. Happy Advent. So last year, Bed Bath & Beyond had Peanuts Christmas shower curtain, and I loved it. It was impossible to get. It was sold out everywhere. I'd put on a wait list, and then they never even messaged me because I think after the holidays they just stopped making them for that season, and they never messaged me saying they were in stock. So this year I was very proactive, and it was like October, and I was checking the website, and I had my coupon, and I got it. It's so cute. I love it. So, yeah. I'm super excited. I had no problems getting it this year because I was proactive. Since I'm standing in front of the Pez wall, I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you some of my Pez. I'll show you a super quick tutorial about Pez. Pez with no feet. Sorry, it's dusty. See that? No feet. That means they're the oldest ones of all. Then there's Pez that have thin feet, which this Frosty has really thin feet. So he is like the next generation oldest. It's hard to probably show. They're very thin. And then the Frosty next to him obviously has, oh, it's very, very dusty. I gotta take these down and clean them. So then they get the next thickest. The only exception to the no feet rule are Valentine's Pez because they're sideways and they don't have feet. But yeah. So some of my favorite ones are probably my Muppets, my Sesame Street, and my Smurfs. My Smurfs are a bit older. One of the first ones that I remember ever having was this one. Why I can't remember the name right now is escaping me. That's terrible. That one's pretty old, has no feet. My Indian has no feet. My Popeye. These two are both missing pieces to them, so they're not even like in the best condition, but I don't care. Mr. Ugly. That's his name. Mr. Ugly. And then, of course, I love my Wizard of Oz Pez. They're a pretty awesome collection. And I love all the holiday Pez. They're probably some of my favorite Pez. I haven't switched out any of my Pez to newer Pez. I've gotten a few Pop Pez. My dad's gotten me some. John's bought a few. But in general, I don't really collect the Pop Pez. So, this is just some of them. Like I said, I really should change out some of the collections I have. Some of them are unopened, so I wouldn't change them anyway. Let's wind up day 4. Some of the footage you saw earlier was Z going to school, and then we went out for lunch today at work, and so I took a little bit of video. We have like a small Holocaust memorial. We don't have like a museum, although the DC Holocaust Museum is very close. I was supposed to go there on a field trip in like middle school, and I was really, really sick and couldn't make it to the field trip. So I've actually never made it, and I know I really want to go and see that. My husband has said, you know, you're just gonna cry the whole time, and I was like, I know, and that's fine, but it's reality and it happened. And yeah, so I showed that, and then the restaurant we went to was called Blackwall Hitch. I believe there's a few of them around. They just opened this one recently, and I had drum, which is a fish here native to the Atlantic Ocean, and it's there's black drum and red drum, and they're both saltwater fish. I've never heard of drum before in my life until I started going to the Outer Banks for vacation, and they have drum on like every restaurant on their menu every day practically. So when they were like, oh, our catch of the day is drum today, I was like, heck yeah, I'm having that. So I had that for lunch, and that was super exciting. And then just a couple clips of like the Inner Harbor downtown. It's funny because, like, when we go on vacations and we're talking to people, like, locals, you know, we always talk to just all the locals. They'll say, "Oh, you're from Baltimore. We love Baltimore." And we just kind of look at them like, "Are you serious? You love Baltimore?" Like, why? Growing up here, I guess, you kind of, well, you get used to where you've grown up, right? Like, you've seen everything that's there, you've done everything that's there. So when people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's so exciting," you just think of all these news stories. Like, we have terrible crime rate. Now, I don't live in the city. I work in the city, but I live in the county, and the crime rate, I mean, the crime rate is not great anywhere. Like, the United States has just got bad parts everywhere, but we're, like, ranked way high up. Like, one of the top 10 most dangerous cities or something. And I just look at people like they're crazy. Like, you want to come to Baltimore and visit? Really? No. I shouldn't say that, because I think, you know, they're making efforts to try to make places better, but no. We had the riots a few years ago. I was actually pregnant with Hazel at that time, and it was pretty scary because I had to drive into the city to work. So, yeah. John and I played Scrabble. He bought Scrabble because we realized that neither of us had owned it. Like, I thought I had it. I didn't, so he bought it. We had a little bit of a... I guess the rules I played growing up and the rules he played growing up were a little bit different. Hard to explain without showing a visual, so maybe I'll show it in another video or do an Instagram story about it. So we weren't fighting about it, but in the rule book that came with the Scrabble game, it was how I played it growing up. So who knows? Whatever. We will probably play that a lot more. We both really like word games. I love bananagrams, but he does not like bananagrams. I'm pretty quick thinking to rearrange words. If you've ever played bananagrams, love that game. It's kind of like Scrabble, but it's freeform, and you have your... Again, hard to explain. Go search YouTube for bananagrams videos. I'm sure you can find them. Yeah, so that was my day. Here are the scraps from the second colorway in my socks. So when I weighed them, I think it was 3 grams. Did I say that yesterday? I think I already said that. So I haven't weighed these ones though, and I am working on the third color from that set. Well, they weren't numbered. This is just the color I grabbed. So there it is. It's probably hard to see in the sock because I haven't done much of it. I've only done a couple rows. Love these. So, day 4. See you tomorrow. Yeah, until tomorrow. I'm never going to get this down right correctly, even on day 23. Bye.